The secret of the violet flame. The violet flame is a miraculous spiritual energy. It corresponds to the high frequency of violet light, and those who have open spiritual sight have seen it as a beautiful violet aura or flame. It is the coalesced spiritual energy of love, mercy, justice, freedom, and transmutation. The use of this spiritual energy is taught by the ascended Master Saint Germain. The violet flame is one of the causes behind the science of miracles, a universal solvent of heavenly alchemy, and a special spiritual solution for our time. It is the elixir of the age. Saints and adepts of East and West have long used the spiritual energy of the violet flame to accelerate their spiritual development. Some experienced the secret flame itself, and some knew of the power of God's mercy to change hearts and the world around them. This secret wisdom was not given to the public for many long ages. The violet flame remained a secret teaching in the spiritual or etheric retreats of the Great White Brotherhood until the 20th century. The 20th century, in our own, is the doorway between different spiritual ages. We live in the crucial interval for light bearers to claim their rightful spiritual destiny, make up for lost opportunity with the violet flame, and help the world ring with freedom. For 80 years, Saint Germain and the Masters have been preparing the world to enter into the age of Aquarius, the spiritual era when peace, enlightenment, and freedom become more possible. Saint Germain is spoken of in the Book of Revelation as the voice of the seventh angel that is teaching our souls to come up higher. He teaches us to sing the new song. This new song is one of a new vibration and spiritual energy the world has not seen for a long time. He appeared to Guy Ballard, known as the author Godfrey King, in the 30s and gave the initial teaching of how to accelerate your spiritual path with the violet transmuting flame. During his first revelations about the violet flame, Saint Germain has said the use of the violet consuming flame is more valuable to you and to all mankind than all the wealth, all the gold and all the jewels of this planet. The Voice of the I Am, January 1941, page 20. Saint Germain described the violet flame in the books Unveiled Mysteries, The Magic Presence and the I Am Discourses. Saint Germain continued to reach souls of light through the messengers Mark and Elizabeth Clare Prophet and the Summit Lighthouse during the 60s through 2000. He gave advanced teaching and initiations through the prophets on the violet flame and its practice that are foundational to the spiritual path in Aquarius. A few of the classic books by Elizabeth Clare Prophet on the violet flame are available for free on this site: Violet Flame to Heal Body, Mind, and Soul and Prophesy for a New Millennium. If you are just beginning to study and practice the violet flame, there is a 30-day introductory series called the Violet Flame Challenge on this site. In this series, you receive daily emails with more teaching and information on the violet flame, including the key teaching of calling for spiritual protection before and after your violet flame meditations and decrees. A time for transformation. World events are happening at lightning speed. We are in constant contact with news and crisis situations around the world. We are also impacting the world by who we are and what we believe, what we are choosing to be, or not to be. Each one's choice truly matters. What can one person do in the face of political turmoil, economic challenge, terrorism, and even weather extremes? The truth is, every spiritual seeker is a powerhouse of spiritual energy and counts for more in the world equation than most realize. We can make the crucial difference in world events. The violet flame is the intense spiritual energy that can deliver fast positive change. Why now? Heaven has a just-in-time delivery system. We face intense challenges, so we are given the miracle of the violet flame to help us transmute the past and to create a new world. Jesus asked us to pray, "Thy kingdom come on earth, as it is in heaven." We can affirm that heavenly kingdom through our work with the violet flame. The violet flame is a powerful means of bringing that heaven world closer to earth. The Great Brotherhood of Spiritual Adepts foresaw that this challenging time on earth required a spiritual miracle. When the time came, the Master Saint Germain again revealed the teachings on the violet flame to mankind. Previously, only those in the spiritual retreats knew of the violet flame. Now, Saint Germain reveals, as your soul travels out of the body at night to the etheric retreats for study, you are shown the filigree thread of light that emits from a heart chakra filled with mercy's love. Some of you have seen where there have been a number of threads so great as to not even be possible of counting, and these threads of violet flame, almost as a gossamer veil, have gone directly to hearts all over the planet. You can in 15 minutes a day of giving violet flame decrees have me with you, and in my presence with you, you can deliver a momentum of violet flame to many souls upon the planet. Saint Germain, July 4, 91. The Ascended Master Saint Germain is calling you as a fellow spiritual alchemist to fan the flame of joy, transmutation, mercy, and resolution. Bathe the earth in violet fire. Saturate yourself and your loved ones in the energy of the violet flame and watch your world change. Don't take it on faith, listen to the scientists. For the scientific-minded, here is the greatest explanation of why the violet flame works in our physical world. The violet light is the shortest wavelength of light and therefore, the highest frequency in the physical spectrum. Since frequency is directly proportional to energy, the violet light also has the most energy. That means, it has the greatest ability to change matter at the atomic level. What happens when you use the violet flame? With every beat of our hearts, energy is flowing to us from our higher source. Every moment, we decide whether to put a positive or negative spin on it. We have the free will to qualify God's energy coming to us. By the law of the circle, the law of karma, that energy will return to us. Our energy choices come back to us, bringing more of the same into our lives. It comes as blessings, it comes as lessons for us to learn to do better, and as opportunity to make things right. Negative choices cause negative energy to build up in ourselves, our cells, our psychology, and creates our limitations. Many refer to this energy as negative karma. This happens on a group level too, in communities, countries and the world. This group karma affects our destinies. The visualization, affirmation, and meditation on the violet flame transmutes this negative energy. We can work with the violet light or violet flame to turn ourselves and this world around. We can set the energy free. Saint Germain teaches that the violet flame has the ability to change physical conditions because of all the spiritual flames. The violet is closest in vibration to the components of matter. The violet flame can literally consume the negative layers of energy within and between the very atoms of your being, taking your electrons for a spin. When you call for the violet flame, it sets up a polarity between the nucleus of the atom and the white fire core of the flame. The nucleus, being from matter, assumes the negative pole, and the white fire core of the violet flame, being spirit, assumes the positive pole. This interaction sets up an oscillation, a vibration that dislodges the density. On contact with the violet flame, this dense substance is cleansed, purified, and restored to its native purity. The electrons begin to move freely again, and raise our whole vibration and our energy level. Invoking violet flame with the science of the spoken word. Since we qualify the energy that universe gives us with every heartbeat, most likely some of it is not qualified in the best way. For example, anytime we lose our temper, get annoyed, or spend our time judging others, we are qualifying our energy negatively. Well, there is a spiritual science to transmuting that energy. Spiritual seekers are familiar with meditation, visualization, and affirmation. We can see the beautiful violet flame and visualize its light over us, our families, our world. We can enter into deep meditation upon it and let its presence enter our surroundings. Even more powerfully, we can affirm the energy of the violet flame into our lives. What many seekers do not realize is that there is another means of invoking the violet flame that is very powerful and concentrated. This means is the science of the spoken word. The name of God, I am that I am, as taught to Moses, is the key to manifestation. I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. Earth is a planet of violet fire, Earth is the freedom that God desires. Using this name in such a way creates an interactive relationship with Spirit. You become a CO creator through the power of decrees. We are called to be CO creators with God. Earth is a schoolroom where we learn to take responsibility for our energy. Now, you can access the art and science of decrees to help you. The science of the spoken word, of using decrees, allows the soul to follow the biblical teaching concerning the works of my hands, command Yemi. Like prayers, decrees are spoken petitions to God. But they are a command for the will of God to be manifest. When you use decrees, you are commanding the flow of energy from spirit to matter. You are no longer a just petitioner but are entering into a partnership and an interactive relationship with God. Join the wave of light. Join the oncoming wave of spiritual light as the violet flame sweeps across the planet. Feel the joy of freedom as the old dense energies are swept clear. The consciousness of the people of Earth is being reborn and the spiritual fires of freedom are blessing each one, each family, each nation and the world. We welcome you to try the decrees and meditations on our resource page. Join the worldwide Violet Flame Vigil and enter into the 30-day Violet Flame Challenge. Call to Archangel Michael and the Ascended Masters for your spiritual protection before you give the Violet Flame decrees. Visualize a tube of light over you and the blue of God's will and protection around you and your family. So, you have set the important spiritual foundation for your spiritual alchemy with the violet fire. Meditate, visualize, sing, waltz to the 3/4 beat that is the violet flame, and lift up your spirits. Send out the violet flame and enjoy the return current of joy, freedom, and transmutation. http://violetflame.com/violet-flame